Give the floor to the African Green Foundation International.
The Durban Declaration recognizes that failure to combat and denounce racism, racial discrimination, xenophobia and related intolerance by all, especially public authorities and politicians at all levels, encourages their perpetuation. Mr. Vice President, on Easter Sunday, Sri Lanka suffered the bitter and tragic outcome of such failure. In the name of their faith, Islam, terrorists carried out multiple suicide attacks on 3 churches and 3 luxury hotels. 179 children lost either a parent or both parents. Close to 300 persons were killed, over 500 were wounded. For years, the ideology of intolerance and xenophobia was nurtured in certain mosques and schools where authorities turned a blind eye and Muslim politicians leveraged the vote-based advantage to subvert investigations and get suspects released. We need to acknowledge that political, military, security, judicial, legislative and executive and even civil society systems were severely paralyzed by implementing the ill-drafted OICL recommendations based on scandalous errors in investigation and reportage. The terrorists made maximum capital out of this situation. Therefore, Mr. Vice President, we urge the UNHRC to take steps to correct the error, revisit, review and eventually help stop the processes recommended in the OICL and thereby honor and respect the sovereignty of Sri Lanka and ensure the security of all. We should not have to come here again and again and repeat the words, "It is too late" for the victims. Thank you, Mr. Vice President.
Thank you. I give the floor to Red.